Hey everyone, so in today's video I'm bringing you a review of a bronzer I feel like you see in a lot of celebrity makeup bags, and I see this one pretty often that people really enjoy it, really good reviews of it overall. It is the RMS Buriti Bronzer. Though I was super intrigued with this product, I was a little bit hesitant to try it, and I'll explain later why that was and show you guys some DMs and some other stuff. I do have some opinions on this product. We'll get into that later, but I was interested in this formula to see how it applied to my skin and my experience with it. Just me being someone with dry skin, it seemed to be very catered towards me. So we're continuing on with 1 week of cream bronzers. If you have no idea what that is, I am doing a cream bronzer review every single day on my channel for an entire week. And if you're watching this later when it's already premiered, I'll leave the playlist link down below in case you're looking for a cream bronzer that works for you and you are looking for some recommendations. I'll leave that playlist link down below. So the RMS Buriti Bronzer retails for $28. You get 0.2 ounces in here, so it's not super expensive by any means. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's not anything near like the Tom Ford bronzer that I just reviewed. My wallet is like still hurting from even the thought of that video and trying out that bronzer. But it only comes in one shade, which is a little bit of a letdown. I definitely hope they decide to expand the shade range. One of the first reviews I ever did on my channel was on the RMS Living Luminizer that was almost 3 years ago now. I really love the look of that product on my skin. It uses the exact same packaging as the Living Luminizer. I love how compact it is. I like how minimal it is. And I don't think that even though that this is a glass pot, I don't think it really runs a risk of breaking. It feels substantial enough. So let's talk about the shade. Let's talk about the formula. So again, there's only one shade here. And what is really interesting about this shade, it definitely has like a really pretty golden sheen to it. It's definitely not a glitter, so you don't have to worry about it making your skin look really choppy or chunky, exaggerating any pores. And believe me, I'm very weird about shimmer or sheen in my product, period, if it's going on my cheeks. This does not exaggerate any texture, so you don't have to worry about that. It actually gives the skin a really pretty effect. But once this color is applied to my cheeks, it is a little bit more on the gray side. It's not like super ashy by any means, but it does read a little bit more as a contour bronzing product rather than a straight bronzer. So that is one thing to keep in mind. I actually really like the effect that it gives my cheeks. It makes me feel like there's a lot of shape to my cheeks, and that's nice sometimes. Let's talk about the formula. The formula is really nice, guys. It has a wonderful creaminess to it, but it doesn't feel oily by any means. And that is one thing with the RMS Living Luminizer. That one does feel like slightly oily. This one goes onto the skin and it doesn't feel tacky. It doesn't feel oily on your skin. It's very comfortable. It feels just like a normal cream bronzer. It's not going to leave you with a super oily finish, but this is by no means a satin bronzer. It's definitely a dewier bronzer. Let's just jump into the demo so you can see how it applies to my skin. I use a beauty blender straight from the pot onto my cheeks. I really like the effect that that gives. And the blend is very effortless. Something about the formula, it's very creamy, but it's also quite lightweight. So you never feel like that you're over applying. The pigmentation is nice because it's probably more like a light to medium pigmentation. So it's really easy to control, but you can build it up to really give yourself a bronze look. And that's typically what I like in my pigmentation with products. It's not going to exaggerate any hair on your face, any pores, dry skin and flaking. It's not going to pick up on that. I mean, really, the formula and the way that it applies to my skin, I have to be honest, I have no complaints with the way that it applies. It applies extremely well to the skin, and it's very mistake proof. Let's talk a little bit about my hesitations with the products. Some quick tidbits that I wanted to share with you guys because I think this is important, and of course I want to keep you guys informed. That's really the whole point of all of my reviews, is to give you not only my personal opinion, but to put out information to you guys, and you can do whatever you want with that information. RMS uses coconut oil in a lot of their products. Coconut oil is a known comedogenic ingredient in makeup products and skincare products. So though it has shown in studies over and over again to really be exceptional on the body, even on hair follicles, all of these things, but it is also a comedogenic ingredient, which means it can clog your pores. So I actually reached out to RMS before I did this review, before I started to try out the product, and I just wanted to get their feedback on why they use coconut oil and kind of go from there. I'm gonna try and put up the DM that I sent to them if I can figure out how to do that. I said, I love your products and follow you all closely. What is the reason for the use of coconut oil in your base products? I'd love to use them, but coconut oil is a known comedogenic ingredient. It breaks me out without fail, and I know I'm not alone. Just giving my honest feedback. I would love to see some cream products without it. Completely stand behind that statement. And they said because coconut oil is not created equal. Coconut oil definitely clogs the pores, but I don't use that kind of coconut oil. So I'm assuming right now that I'm talking to the owner of RMS because they said I don't use that kind of. So anyway, most coconut oil is fractioned and hydrogenated for the beauty industry, and that heating process has killed the lauric and caprylonic acid as well as its healing properties, basically making it dead. I use cold centrifuged coconut oil that is not cold pressed. So it is 100% raw, leaving in all of those properties. Lauric and caprylonic acid are antifungal, antibacterial, antiviral, antimicrobial, and they are not destroyed in this coconut oil. Try it. I will guarantee your money back if you break out. You have to get it through us for this guarantee. And then it was signed RMXO. I said, thank you for your response. I'm going to try it out. They're basically saying that their coconut oil is such a high standard and it's much better quality than typical coconut oil, so it won't break you out. Now, what I understand, that's just not the case. That it's not necessarily the way that the coconut oil is being harvested and processed that makes it comedogenic, that coconut oil itself is comedogenic. I will say, and I covered this in my RMS Living Luminizer review, that I did break out from that product. Now I will say with this one, I haven't broken out yet, but if I'm being honest, like I'm using this product for like 4 hours and then taking it off because I'm a little bit paranoid by that. I can't give you guys like a 100% guarantee that this is going to last perfectly beyond 4 hours, but when I have used it for 4 hours, it's worn really beautifully. I'm here to just give the information and let you guys, you know, take what you want from that. I'm not really conflicted about the use of coconut oil in my face products. I don't want it in my face products. I know that it has broken me out before. I think better coconut oil will definitely be better for the skin, but I don't think that that necessarily means it's not comedogenic. I know a lot of people really, really love coconut oil, and I'm not here to be like coconut oil police, but I did want to like throw all this information out to you like I've been saying. So overall, for, you know, a more clean and natural bronzer, if you aren't afraid of coconut oil, if you're looking for a cream bronzer that will really give your cheeks a beautiful look to them, if you love this sort of sheen but you like the color, I think the color is one thing that makes this product really unique because it is able to give you a more contoured effect, but it also has that really pretty luminosity from the sheen that it gives. Like, I completely understand why people love this product. I think the formula is really beautiful. I think it applies beautifully. I love the color. I love the texture. All these things I really, really love about this bronzer, but I just don't feel comfortable recommending it if I'm kind of scared to use it myself. If I, for example, knew that I was not going to wear my makeup for a long time and just wanted a really, really beautiful look, I would reach for this. And that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been using it in short bursts and I have not had trouble and issues with it, but I just cannot see myself wearing this every single day, day in and day out. I just think, I mean, I know my skin and my skin can be very problematic sometimes. I hope that this review was helpful. Please definitely make sure to give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful. I would love to get a discussion going in the comments. What are your experiences with coconut oil? What are your experiences with it used in cosmetics, but also skincare? I hope you're excited for the continuation of 1 week of cream bronzers on my channel, and I will hopefully see you in my next one.